I think the Vietnam era was such a powerful influence on my own life. And I cringe today when I think of some of the things I thought back then. I had a article, a letter to the editor published in the paper in 1968 or 1969, in which I wrote that if we pulled out of Vietnam now, then all those men and women would have died in vain. And what I didn't think about was that, you know, people die in vain anyway, and it would have been more important that no more people die for a cause that I didn't really understand. And not to sound like a 60s guy, but when the truth came out in the form of things like the Pentagon Papers, which told the truth about the war and that we did not have a chance to win it and that we were never winning it, even when people said we were. And when I went through that museum and I saw what we did, when I go to Washington, D.C., and I go to the Vietnam Memorial to see some of my friends, and they died in vain. They died needlessly, and they're dead. And that's the end. Gone is gone. I think that we have to, as Americans who are very fortunate to live where we live, not only in a free country, but to be geographically across the world from other people, as opposed to, the Mideast where it's a bad neighborhood. And, if you live there, bad stuff can happen no matter who you are. And as Americans, I think we have to pay attention to other cultures and other people, and we're not great at that. It's not because we're terrible listeners, it's because we've all reinvented ourselves. Our grandparents came here, left behind their old life, reinvented themselves as Americans. But other countries have 1,000, 2,000-year traditions that mean something, and we have to understand those traditions if we're going to understand them.